hard manual labor and years of training lie behind all this beauty and ease. The performances of real professionals really capture the hearts of viewers. But how much strength and effort does an athlete need to perform difficult and dangerous stunts on ice and make them look so easy and airy? In the Generation UA program, Ukrainian figure skaters will tell viewers about their victories and defeats. Figure skating develops according to its own laws, no matter what happens in the country and how people live. Figure skating lives by its laws, and I hope that it will continue to develop independently and continue to attract its admirers and fans, as if it is living in its own universe. At first glance, the life of a figure skater is not that simple. This is tough work like elbow grease. You work hard every day. It's all blood, sweat and tears. There are a lot of disagreements with your coach and your partner. The kids are at school. The teachers at school are not happy that you do not attend their lessons. But those who work regularly pursue their ambition. Get up early for training, follow all the instructions of the coach. They achieve great success. Many drop out early because it isn't working out, and the skates are rubbing their ankles. But those who endure this win in the end. I remember when I was 6 years old, I tried out figure skating for the first time and was given the task of skating around the ice rink as best as I could. I remember that I did it naturally, but before that I was quite good at roller skating. So I remember the first training session when I began skating almost immediately. I remember my first competitions. I think I was around 9 years old. I was in my favorite blue dress, and I tried a few jumps that were probably not very successful. But I took a liking to skating. The people in the crowd watched what I was doing, and it became so interesting. I bowed before them, then they applauded me, and I got a sense of pride in myself. Everybody liked you, and I got pleasure from this. I was 3 years old when my mother introduced me to figure skating. At first I didn't like it. I didn't want to practice at all, but then I took a liking to it and I've been engaged in it for 10 years. After these 10 years, there's nothing else that I would want to do. I seriously fell in love with this sport. I have been practicing for 12 years now, since the age of 4. At first I came to the Republican Stadium for the training. I enjoy it, and I go every day to skate. There, on the ice, for 2.5 hours. I get a thrill from skating, jumping, spinning, and performing various elements, and intricate steps, and difficult tricks. There were a few times in my life when I wanted to give up skating, and some 3 to 4 years ago, I just got tired of it. I wanted to switch to football, and become a superstar in the field. Today, all my friends are here. In any undertaking, in order to achieve results, you have to be talented. Nowadays, hard physical training, intellect, and diligence are not enough in figure skating. You must be talented, have great ambition, and fight to the end, to the victory. Because in any sport, you must have the will to become the winner if you want to achieve your ultimate goal in life. At first, when I was 9 or 10 years old, it was tough to adjust to the strict training at 5:30 or 6 a.m. After I adapted to this tough training, things went smoothly. Every day I wake up at 7 a.m. and go to warm-ups at 8:45. At 9:30, I go for my first training session. Then I take a break, and the second training session is at 13:15. I like everything about training, from speaking with my friends to doing difficult jumps and trying out some tricky elements. We have been working together for a year or maybe slightly more. We had a lot of competition this season. Our first one was after 2 months together. It was a fairly successful competition, where we took third place in the Championship of Ukraine. Then we skated in several competitions abroad, where we also won some medals. She became my third partner, and I hope that she will be the last one. As for my first partner, I don't know. We were still kids. It was very interesting, but, you know, kids. We were just skating. I had a good relationship with my second partner. We also skated in foreign competitions. We were together for 3 years, and then Yegor became my new partner. He has a better technique, and his level of skating is better. I very much enjoy skating with him, but he's stricter, indeed. Undoubtedly, these are big cities. First and foremost, Kyiv, with the most number of people wishing to practice figure skating, although skating rinks are hard to come by. There are many people desiring to practice figure skating in Odessa, Dnipro and Kharkiv. We wake up, go to the ice rink, warm up before the first workout, go out on the ice, warm up on the ice, work out our programs, elements, we do skates, and then after our first training we engage in choreography. After that we go onto the ice a second time and work out other programs and perform some other elements. After the second training we go running, and that's all.
Раз, и два, и колени, и 4, и 5, и 6, и 7, и 8, и длинные, и 2, и 3, хороший прогиб, 4, и 5, и 6, и 7, и 8, через аранди, алянже, и 3 и 4.
After 12 years of training, you already wake up in the morning with thoughts like, oh no, not again. Every day the same thing. I'm sick and tired of it. But later, when you have some days off and have all day free, you sit and think, what to do? And then I think out loud, I want to work out, for crying out loud. Let me back on the ice and I will skate. The most difficult thing in a pair is going towards a common goal, because you want one thing and the other disagrees. The most important thing is to find common interest, set common goals, and pursue your ambitions together. Yes, it's difficult for a pair to get into the same rhythm and find the synergy, because in single skating you are yourself and you skate as you like, while in a pair there's a partner who might skate differently, and you need to adjust and he must adapt to you. This is quite difficult. You have to get tangled. Then after many years, you become one. I do not want to venture in pairs. There you will have to answer not only for yourself, but also for your partner. And she will have to answer for me just the same. This will not be convenient for me personally. In the process of learning some new element, of course, there are difficulties. At the moment, when it did, and then it doesn't work out, you simply want to give up, because you quickly get tired of it. But now I realize that it takes time, and that patience is a virtue. When you're already starting to get it right in a stable manner, then of course it's nice. And you understand that you must go on to achieve your ultimate goal. Everyone always faces tough times. You just need to gather strength to overcome them. I fell many times when I first started skating and tried new elements. There's no way to avoid falling in the sport. There were times when nothing was going right and I wanted to quit this sport, but then things began working out for me. And then I wanted to train more and more, and I achieved high results. I want to compete at the Olympics, the World Championship and the European Championship. Each program is everyone's favorite, but I want something new, so my favorite program is for the entire season and for a year. After that, I want to see myself in a new image. I want to see something new. I really liked our last program. It was a short one, where we skate into blues and swing music, and although we've only been skating to it for 2 months, it gave us such drive. In fact, there are no new elements, significant elements, because we have a rule. Everyone has the same elements. But of course, everyone comes up with something different, tries to stand out, though there was never such an immediate reaction like, wow. We're mainly trying to show our style of skating, a broad style in which we perform the elements on the move. My favorite program is my free program of this season, to the music from the film Amelie. We were not able to perform this program for quite some time, and we could not cut the music. But closer to November, we already performed the program, and this is my favorite program at the moment. I prefer to skate more to classical and tango music. I really love the double XL and the triple Salkov. I learned the double XL for a long time, probably 3 years. But the Salkov became easier, as it is very similar to an XL, and it was easier for me to learn it. This year we decided with Mitrenko to perform a program to the music of Domani, sung by the Italian tenor Andrea Bocelli. I truly liked the style of the music and got a feel for its rhythm, which allowed me to skate very gracefully. We hold competitions according to guidelines of the ministry. These are the championships of Ukraine among juniors, and we hold children's championships, similar to the series of the Cups of Ukraine. Each competition is beautiful in its own way, because this is a new country, a new place, new participants, and all of trying to achieve new results. I bring magnets from every country. I have a lot from almost all European countries. My mother always waits, saying, "You must bring them home." There's no way around it. Over the last few years, I traveled only in Ukraine and skated in Ukrainian Cups, where I performed very well and took first place. This season did not start off too well, as I suffered an injury that took a long time to heal. The first competitions I skated in were held in Kiev on a small skating rink. I do not remember what impressions I had back then, but I do recall that I performed quite well, and I took 8th place. But that was then, and this is now. So today I have to overcome this state of constant nerves, because it always spoils everything. I simply have to cry before the start, release all my negative emotions, and then confidently go onto the ice. The first competitions were on a small skating rink. I remember skating to Romani music and taking the 3rd place out of 3. I do not recall the impressions. I just skated because I had to skate. I participate in all kinds of Ukrainian figure skating championships. I skated in the junior series of the Grand Prix this season. The first time I skated, I failed. But in a week, there will be a selection for the Junior World Championship. And of course, we would like to be selected. We're all friends, we chat, hang out together, and all the guys are nice. We have a very good group of friends.